Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Mr. Void, how you doing today? We're back. We're gonna get it done today, hopefully. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's get this done.
This fire ant queen has traveled for miles on her nuptial flight, finally landing atop a sandy mound deep in the swamp. The vantage point might seem like an ideal home, but it may be short-lived. This whole area is liable to flooding, and nearby rainfall is already causing the groundwater to rise. Exhausted and without her wings, the queen is unable to move on alone. But if she can amass enough daughters in time, the colony as a whole may stand a chance.
All right, we gotta move. We gotta move fast.
Food is abundant, but as the floodwater begins to rise, the ants will quickly lose access to the lower lands. Many nearby creatures have already been washed out of their homes by the rising water. A lucky few have been deposited on the shores east of the nest. As more arrive, tensions will rise. There isn't space here for everyone. A great blue skimmer, Libellula vibrans, hunts overhead. This fantastic aerial predator shouldn't cause any trouble for the ants. That is, unless it decides to land in their way.
All right, let's go after this pine cone now.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Okay, let's see. Let's get some more food storage. Like I always say, there's never enough.
There are intruders in the nest. The boggy earth at the base of the mound is now saturated, and as night approaches, the water begins to creep closer. The new arrivals will rush to higher ground, heading straight for the nest. There is nowhere else to go. Amongst the melee of panicking creatures are larvae of the false bombardier beetle. Already large and accomplished predators, they will hold their ground against small groups of ants.
Let's not worry about food. Let's just...
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Fine. I've told you that 3 times already. And we make our way down to that. I have a feeling we're going to run into frogs.
The inundation has slowed, and fewer creatures are washing up to the east. The ants have an opportunity to explore for food, but there are other dangers at night. Moist-skinned amphibians have come out to take advantage of this new water world, harvesting lost insects displaced from their burrows. An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant. The battle has begun. A Pinewood's tree frog, Gila femoralis, has wandered into the trail. This one has taken a break from mate calling for a quick meal, and it seems that ants are on the menu.
All right, we're going to try to work and get this pine cone. All right, they're doing that. Let's get some more workers. Or not workers, but soldiers. And we got 4 frogs over here. All right, since these frogs are like in single, this one's by itself. We should try to take it out. And here comes its buddy. See, they heal. That's not fair. Oh. I didn't see frogs up here.
The ants must fight.
Hit that frog. There you go.
An ant has found itself entangled on the sticky tentacle of a dwarf sundew. As it tries to struggle free, more tentacles are drawn in, drowning the victim in thick mucilage. Continued rainfall is about to bring another torrent flushing through the bog, carrying with it a slew of ill-tempered arthropods.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
All right, let's get to building some more. Got food.
There are intruders in the nest.
Damn it.
The battle has begun. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Come on. See, this is what I'm talking about. I just need a couple of ants to come by, and they can't because there's always some dumbass bug or frog or lizard or something that gets in the way and just starts taking my people out. My ants. All of them gone.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Oh, come on, just give me what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I need.
An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant.
Right, come on, get that. Hurry up, hurry up. Here they come. Grabbing these aphids, I think, is going to be really, really helpful.
With nowhere to drain, the floodwater creeps ever nearer to the nest. Already cramped and irritated, a panic ensues, and the refugees scramble for higher ground.
The ants must defend themselves. The queen is in imminent danger.
A building room.
The ants will fight to the death.
News of the insect feast has spread across the swamp. With growing numbers of amphibians patrolling the waters, the Invicta's scavenging expeditions will need to be well defended.
Let's do it quick.
A colony of little black ants marooned on a smaller section of the mound may be reachable if the fire ants join together to bridge the gap.
I'm gonna try. But like I said, every time I try to go over that way or try to do something, I get blocked by. Now we just got lizards all over the place. Ah, damn it. Did I build the...
Mute, Notophalmus viridations, is devouring ants. Growing up to 10 centimeters in length, it dwarfs other creatures on the mound. Its red skin is toxic and serves as a warning to potential predators. An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant. As if the colony didn't already have enough to deal with, the great blue skimmer has chosen this moment to touch down.
I knew
right
he was going to do
outside
that
the
right now.
nest. Unchecked, this titan of the sky will no doubt disrupt colony activities, but if the soldiers are able to bring him down, the rewards could be mighty.
We're fine as long as none of his buddies show up. Come on. Come on, ants. Yeah, look, you got his backup. Oh, no, they're leaving.
After a sustained assault from the fire ants, the skimmer's stamina is beginning to wane. He leaps away from battle and prepares to take off. If the ants want to prevent his escape, they will need to act quickly.
Thought he was going to jump down here.
Focusing through the pain of the Solenopsis venom, the great skimmer
Ah,
cleared his wings,
that's some
stretched
bullshit.
his flight muscles, and managed to take to the air just in time. He won't be landing back here anytime soon.
All right, do I got enough just to get it? I want at least 5 guys or more to get over here. Come on. There we go. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, go, go. Son of a bitch. Well, that sucked.
As the water draws ever nearer, more insects begin to wash up on the bank. The Invicta colony must maintain control or risk being overrun. An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant.
The battle has begun. There are intruders in the nest. The queen is in imminent danger. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
All right, we got those. Let's get the hell out of here. All right, we got 10 of them now. Cool. That's definitely going to help a little bit with the food. I'm still alive. I got 10 aphids already. And then I just got 11 ants just sitting there picking them as they come. Oh, we got to go. Put the wrong ones right there, dang it. Let's go and try to take these out one at a time. Where you going, frog?
The battle has begun.
let's get up out of here because they're going to be coming. Yeah, I switched the workers in the
Again, the floodwaters rise.
I put the workers up here.
Invertebrates panic, and a stampede ensues. The Invicta soldiers must form ranks quickly.
The Queen is in imminent danger.
There we go. Try to get that one. Oh. Yes, we can.
The Monomorium black ant colony is soon to be flooded. This is the fire ants' last chance to raid their nest.
All right, let's get that and get the hell out of there.
The battle has begun.
Those? Why are you handing them to me?
Open them.
I don't want to open them. You open them. Oh, good Lord, come on. We need to clear out room. Need more space to dig, or more space to build.
There are intruders in the nest.
You know, I would love to go over there and try to get that queen, but it is impossible.
Okay.
In the fridge. But every time I try to head that way, I get attacked over here or I get somebody inside. And see what I mean? I'm out here trying to take care of stuff over there, and I got stuff up here attacking.
Oh.
All right, we're clearing out the inside.
The ants must fight.
The pond continues to swell, finally drowning the Monomorium colony. The fire ants watch as it sinks into the murky depths, foreshadowing their own demise.
Oh, crap. I should have just left them alone and let them all fight each other, huh? All right, I'm going to send just a bunch of workers. Hopefully they can get in and out. I got them on no fighting, just gathering food. This is friggin' crazy.
Another surge advances, spreading a desperate frenzy throughout the beached survivors. The Invicta colony must leave now or prepare their last stand.
Come on, ants. All right, get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, shit.
The ants will fight to the death.
Yeah, I forgot that I had food down here that I can get.
Time has run out. The Invicta colony must gather atop the mound. They won't get another chance.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah. This is ridiculous. I can't even get the ants out the goddamn door.
The ants must protect the queen.
Oh, of course. Ah, man.
The ants must protect the queen.
And then see, I'm down to 2 and then more come. It's impossible. Come on. Come on. Oh, this is pissing me off.
By joining their bodies together to form a giant
Oh.
raft, the fire ants were able to ferry the queen from the mound just as the nest filled with water. Their perils are not over, but they've shown great resilience and an ability to survive in this harsh environment. Wherever they land, the creatures of the swamp will quickly come to know the might of the fire ants.
That was crazy. And then we get to do it again.
Eat hearty, grow strong. The work will continue soon.
Hello?
Shh, shh.
Oh, it's you. Is something wrong?
No.
Yeah, I like the leaf cutters. I don't know if they are the best. I don't have leaf cutters. Oh, I do have the leaf cutter major. All right, I just want to get a little bit more building done up in here. Where can I put them? There we go. We got some leaf cutters. I just need to get more food. We can go back and play those other two again. Because they have, when you play it, you can play it on a harder difficulty. Or, excuse me, down here. I still need to go back and finish that one. I never did it. But you can do this again, but it's like, challenge mode, so it's like even harder. All right, food's going up pretty good. that pile's clean. Let's get them on another one. All right. Let's go and try this one again. Challenge mode on.
This Solenopsis invicta fire ant queen has landed on the edge of the swamp. She may be far from her native habitat, but the fire ants are well known for their ability to adapt. Competition for food will be fierce. She will need to raise an army quickly to compete with the local predators. The colony lies in the shadow of a great titan to the north, an American bullfrog. This large female has found the perfect spot to feed. Sheltered by foliage and in the path of many wandering insects and smaller amphibians, she has no reason to move on. Eventually she will need to be displaced, but for now, the fire ants have more pressing business to attend to.
All right, let's clear this area out so we can get our food built up over here.
The boggy soil surrounding the nest is lacking in nitrogen and phosphorus, nutrients vital for plants to photosynthesize and grow. To survive in this environment, some have evolved to supplement their mineral diet by trapping and dissolving invertebrate prey. The ants have uncovered a group of hungry checkered beetle larvae. The soft grubs may look defenseless, but they have
that
big
dumb bitch handed
jaws
my
and
ass to me.
appetites to match. The ponds surrounding the nest are perfect hunting grounds for fishing spiders. They have keen eyesight and can skip across the water to quickly chase down unsuspecting prey wandering too close to the edge.
The queen is in imminent danger.
A small colony of Phaedulae maurici big-headed ants have established themselves on a hill to the west. Scavenging for seeds, aphids, and dead insects, they are unlikely to pose a threat to the Invicta colony, if left undisturbed.
There are intruders in the nest. This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Many of the milkweed plants growing nearby are infested with aphids. Their honeydew excretions present an ideal, energy-rich food source for the fire ants. Aphids far from the nest are vulnerable, however, and are sometimes relocated closer to home where they can be better protected from predators and thieves.
There are intruders in the nest.
Take out these dang little worms. Or not.
The queen is in imminent danger.
Uh-huh. And I hope this respawn time has been long enough. Nope, she's dead.
The queen has fallen. Unable to amass adequate numbers to meet the perils of the swamp, her
Alright, shall we try that again? Challenge mode on.
This Solenopsis invicta fire ant queen has landed on the edge of a swamp. She may be far from her native habitat, but the fire ants are well known for their ability to adapt. Competition for food will be fierce. She will need to raise an army quickly to compete with the local predators. The colony lies in the shadow of a great titan to the north, an American bullfrog. This large female has found the perfect spot to feed. Sheltered by foliage and in the path of many wandering insects and smaller amphibians, she has no reason to move on. Eventually she will need to be displaced, but for now, the fire ants have more pressing business to attend to. The boggy soil surrounding the nest is lacking in nitrogen and phosphorus, nutrients vital for plants to photosynthesize and grow. To survive in this environment, some have evolved to supplement their mineral diet by trapping and dissolving invertebrate prey. The ponds surrounding the nest are perfect hunting grounds for fishing spiders. They have keen eyesight and can skip across the water to quickly chase down unsuspecting prey wandering too close to the edge.
All right, let's run outside here real quick, grab that, and then we'll come back in and see what we
Many
can.
of the milkweed plants growing nearby are infested with aphids. Their honeydew excretions present an ideal energy-rich food source for the fire ants. Aphids far from the nest are vulnerable, however, and are sometimes relocated closer to home where they can be better protected from predators and thieves. A small colony of Phaedulae maurici big-headed ants have established themselves on a hill to the west. Scavenging for seeds, aphids, and dead insects, they are unlikely to pose a threat to the Invicta colony, if left undisturbed.
All right, dig ants, dig.
The ants have uncovered a group of hungry checkered beetle larvae. The soft grubs may look defenseless, but they have big jaws and appetites to match.
Good lord. I need to put some food storage in.
There are intruders in the nest. The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Okay, let's not rush. Let's let those last three get built or spawn.
There are intruders in the nest.
Let's see what we can get for food. Just kind of run in, run out type thing.
A six-spotted tiger beetle, Cichindala sexcutata, is on the move near the nest. Its metallic green elytra make it unmistakable, and like its other tiger beetle cousins, long legs give it the speed to chase down small arthropods with ease.
All right, regroup.
A magnolia green jumping spider, Lysoman viridis, has ambushed a fire ant. It prefers to hunt on foliage, where it is less likely to be spotted by predators and prey
Let's regroup.
alike. Out on the ground, it's more vulnerable, but that won't stop it from snacking on lone ants far from the safety of the nest. As the sun sets, the local amphibians begin to emerge from moist crevices near the water's edge. Lone invertebrates will be picked off quickly. The ants should travel in numbers or not at all.
How about not at all? I so want to make a run for it.
A bombardier beetle, Brachinus alternans, is hunting for insects outside the nest. It may seem unwise for it to wander so freely amongst the large amphibians that share the swamp at night, but they would do well to leave it alone. This beetle is a master of chemical warfare.
Well, we got 8 for right now. But we got to watch out for toads.
At night, eastern narrow-mouthed toads patrol above ground looking for food. Ants make up 75% of their diet, so the small colony must stay alert. To make matters worse, they are excellent diggers. It's only a matter of time before one tunnels its way into the nest.
I don't want to go after this real fast, but oh, you tricked me, didn't you?
A narrow-mouthed toad has burrowed into the nest. It may be small for a toad, but its appetite for ants is insatiable. Secretions from its skin burn any that manage to escape its projectile tongue.
This one always scares me. He gets right there and I think he's going to come through. A fully developed checkered beetle, Enoclerus rosmarus, has been disturbed by the ants. It has the same ravenous appetite and slicing jaws as its juvenile counterpart, but now paired with thick armor plates, it represents a far greater danger to the colony. Dawn breaks, and the salamanders and toads retire to their damp alcoves to wait out the sun. Only the great bullfrog remains. She sits patiently on her throne, waiting for the next meal to wander by. All right, let's see what we can.
The battle has begun.
A wasp mantidfly, Climachala brunea, has descended from her perch into the path of the ants. Unrelated to true mantids, her spiked raptorial forelegs are a perfect example of convergent evolution. The fire ants have
Oh, you got
encountered a tribe of
disconnected?
Monomoria minimum black ants. These tiny little ants may seem feeble, but the Invicta colony would do well to treat them with caution. Although primarily scavengers, they are armed with powerful chemical secretions and have been known on occasion to invade fire ant nests. Dolomedes triton, the six-spotted fishing spider, has been observing the fire ants. Noticing that the majority of the group are engaged in pontoon construction, she skims to the water's edge to pick off workers one by one.
Yeah.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Trying to take my food.
The battle has begun.
The neighboring Monomoria minimum colony has launched an attack on the fire ant nest.
They just are relentless, aren't they?
A raiding party of little black ants are stealing aphids. They must be chased down quickly.
Let's get some more.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
The neighboring Monomoria Minimum colony has launched an attack on the fire ant nest.
Yeah, I know.
Puccetia viridans, the green lynx spider, has set a trap under the lid of a yellow pitcher plant. Dangling precariously over the pitcher's corrosive soup, the lynx waits patiently. Time after time, insects attracted by the scent of nectar conveniently present themselves at her feet. Once again, dusk sets in over the swamp. Soon, the sandy undergrowth will be teeming with salamanders, toads, and nocturnal beetles. The ants must deal with the fishing spiders
Oh my God,
before
that's
they can
some
span this water.
Fucking bullshit right there, man. Yeah, we're done with that area. I'm not even trying for those yet.
A curious ant has ventured onto a Venus flytrap in search of nectar. If it brushes against the hairs on the open, red-tinged leaves, they will snap shut, encasing the ant in an ever-tightening cell. There is no escape. The prisoner will be slowly digested until nothing more than a husk remains. Defenseless caterpillars exposed on the underside of leaves are a welcome snack for the passing fire ants. The colony should take advantage while it can. Few meals surrender so willingly. The ants have clashed with a bombardier beetle. Feeling threatened, the beetle mixes a cocktail of chemicals that react together, boil, and explode from a valve at the base of its abdomen.
There are intruders in the nest.
Get that frog. Oh, so far so good. Just trying to keep getting, getting those numbers up. All right, let's go for this.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
For the swamp amphibians, the nighttime feast is over. Toads give way to tiger beetles, and the ant colonies step up their activities. If the fire ants are to stand any chance of establishing a long-lasting empire, they must grow quickly. There is no time to waste.
All right, we're going to clear all this out. We're going to need all this to build.
The fire ants and big-headed ants have met in their first skirmish. Sensing the new danger, the Morisi colony responds by awakening ancestral super soldier genes in selected brood, feeding them until their heads are engorged with muscle.
Oh, damn. I got like nobody.
A raiding party of big-headed ants are stealing aphids. They must be stopped.
Nope, they got him.
The neighboring
For now.
Monomoria Minimum colony has launched an attack on the fire ant nest.
The queen is in imminent danger.
All right, we got a bunch of stuff that needs built.
The queen is in imminent danger.
The big-headed ants now have a super soldier caste to justify their name. At huge economic cost to the colony, these frenzied champions have been raised for one purpose: to crush the fire ants. The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores. Big-headed super soldiers are leading a raid on the Invicta colony. The neighboring Monomoria Minimum colony has launched an attack on the fire ant nest.
Oh, everybody's coming at me. I like when the bug's on my side.
Night approaches, and the predators of the day give way to their nocturnal counterparts. As they encroach on colony territory, battles must be chosen wisely. Spread too thin, the fire ants could find themselves quickly overwhelmed.
Alright, let's go see if we can get this pine
A
cone.
false bombardier beetle, Galerita bicola, is also on the prowl for small prey tonight. It impersonates the true bombardier to ward off potential predators, and its mimicry isn't simply visual. It too can spray defensively from its abdomen. In this case, the fluid of choice is the familiar formic acid.
Alright, 420 left. Alright, let's get out of there. I think the rest of them should have that. Yep.
There are intruders in the nest. There are intruders in the nest.
And that's the last ant. I got one left somewhere.
The queen is in imminent danger. The ants must protect the queen.
Oh, we got close there. All right, let's just kick back for a minute, let all our forces rebuild back up.
Staving off another night of attacks, the Invicta colony once again proves its strength. Despite this victory, there is yet one obstacle that stands in its way. Ever present, the bullfrog looms over the ants. The beast must be defeated.
The battle has begun.
That's what I'm doing right now.
The neighboring Monomoria Minimum colony has launched an attack on the fire ant nest. The Monomoria Minimum colony is almost defeated. The Invictor army must press their advantage.
And she dead.
The little black ants fought to the last to defend their queen. Now the Invictor colony will enjoy the spoils of war. Defenseless larvae from the vanquished colony will be carried home and fed to the victor's own hungry brood. A wingless parasitic wasp, Dasimutilla occidentalis, more commonly known as the red velvet ant, has wandered into Invictor territory. Although not on the hunt for fire ants, it will defend itself if threatened. Armed with an extremely powerful sting and displaying bright warning stripes, most creatures give it a wide berth.
No, I got him.
The battle has begun.
A raiding party of big-headed ants are stealing aphids. They must be stopped.
The ants must fight.
Alright, kick their butt, ants. Get some more built.
The ants have been attracted to secretions of nectar produced by a yellow pitcher plant. In order to feed, however, the ants must position themselves precariously over a deep vat of digestive liquid. Waxy deposits on the rim ensure that any ant that steps too far in won't be stepping out again. Big-headed super soldiers are leading a raid on the Invicta colony.
The
got a
battle
little
has
bit.
begun.
Still got a little bit more down here to clean up.
The battle has begun.
As the sun sets, the local amphibians begin to emerge from moist crevices near the water's edge. Lone invertebrates will be picked off quickly. The ants should travel in numbers or not at all. An ant has been devoured by Eurichea quadradicitata, a dwarf salamander. It is nimble, fast, and slender enough to wiggle through tight crevices in search of food.
Alright, nightfall's coming, which means friggin' frogs are coming, so we're getting everybody back to the place. And the base. Ugh. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back. Let's hope that they don't attack before. I'm back.
The nest. The larvae must be protected. The battle has begun.
Come on, froggies.
Predators are loose in the nest.
Or excuse
The
me.
larvae
Come on,
must
ants.
be protected.
All right, let's finish cleaning this out.
Dawn breaks, and the salamanders and toads retire to their damp alcoves to wait out the sun. Only the great bullfrog remains. She sits patiently on her throne, waiting for the next meal to wander by.
What you gonna do, spiders?
Fishing spiders have spotted the ants. By linking themselves together, the fire ants have formed a pontoon out of their own bodies. It stretches from their home territory to a previously unreachable island, giving them access to new sources of food.
I don't know what kind of hell, what the hell kind of spiders those are. Can't even speak. Those things got me all bugged out. Yeah, those spiders are pretty rough, man. Pretty friggin' rough. Those stupid bugs, man. All right, let's back up and regroup. Oops. Man, I want those other aphids on those islands, but those spiders, they are brutal.
The ants will fight to the death.
Those are killers, like serial killers on a random Thursday.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores. Once again, dusk sets in over the swamp. Soon, the sandy undergrowth will be teeming with salamanders, toads, and nocturnal beetles.
The ants must defend themselves.
These ones down here ain't doing nothing. I just don't know why they're not spawning. After the toad attack evade the big ants, I was thinking the same thing.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. The battle has begun. There are intruders in the nest. $50 frogs minimum on impossible. Well, we're not playing impossible, so that's a good thing. At least not yet. All right, all frogs have been cleaned up.
For the swamp amphibians, the nighttime feast is over. Toads give way to tiger beetles, and the ant colonies step up their activities. If the fire ants are to stand any chance of establishing a long-lasting empire, they must grow quickly. There is no time to waste.
Yeah, impossible is very complicated.
An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant.
I'm not understanding why these ain't getting built, or why these ain't generating. Now, sometimes I do that because then they won't attack, and they'll just push through and stuff. Like if there's the ants will fight 1-on-1 instead of them trying to fight 4, 5, 6-on-1 or something like that. Good Lord, man. These guys are just putting up a hell of a fight.
The workers have done all they can to improve this highway.
All right, they're kicking my ass bad. Yeah, I know I was seeing that, but I was trying to regroup so I can have more ants up in there. All right, let's just get them all regrouped up here first. Come on. See, that's the thing I hate is when I click on it, they'll sit there forever before they decide that they're going to move.
The ants will fight to the death.
Just go. They're here now. All right, here we go again.
Night approaches, and the predators of the day give way to their nocturnal counterparts. As they encroach on colony territory, battles must be chosen wisely. Spread too thin, the fire ants could find themselves quickly overwhelmed.
All right, let's get the hell out of there.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. There are intruders in the nest.
All right. Nah, I shouldn't have been building. I should have let my people build back up. But that's fine. We can do some, let's extend you there.
The ants must defend themselves. Staving off another night of attacks, the Invicta colony once again proves its strength. Despite this victory, there is yet one obstacle that stands in its way. Ever present, the bullfrog looms over the ants. The beast must be defeated. An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant. Bridge construction has been halted by fishing spiders.
Adam. All right, let's go down and get these aphids. And I want to continue building up and
The ants must deal with the fishing spiders before they can span this water.
well, we got those.
A raiding party of big-headed ants are stealing aphids. They must be stopped. An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant.
I think we're going to get through this time.
The Maurici colony has fallen, their champions spent, and their queen vanquished. In the end, they could not stand up to the might of the Invicta army.
All right. Now, let's get the spoils.
The workers have done all they can to improve this highway.
Look at all that food.
Even in small numbers, the fire ants are menacing, but in large numbers, they are virtually unstoppable. All right, we'll get all this food out of here.
The ants will fight to the death.
As the sun sets, the local amphibians begin to emerge from moist crevices near the water's edge. Lone invertebrates will be picked off quickly. The ants should travel in numbers or not at all.
All right, so this pile, all right, we got 140 just off of that one.
There are intruders in the nest. The battle has begun. There are intruders in the nest.
All right, that's cool.
The battle has begun.
dawn breaks, and the salamanders and toads retire to their damp alcoves to wait out the sun. Only the great bullfrog remains. She sits patiently on her throne, waiting for the next meal to wander by.
Let's see. Let's just keep upgrading whatever we can. Those friggin' spiders respawned.
Fishing spiders have spotted the ants.
Okay, now we should have all the aphids. I think there was 50. Right now yep, there's 50. Yeah, I think those are the fishing spiders.
An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant.
Alright, get all this upgraded as much as we can. Alright, we just need a little bit more food, or a lot of bit more food, and then we can go after for the frog. But we're going to do that after nightfall. I mean, this is giving us a nice, consistent flow of, food. It just takes forever for it to build up. Yes, both ants are completely looted. I mean, we can go in and double check, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're done there.
Once again, dusk sets in over the swamp. Soon, the sandy undergrowth will be teeming with salamanders, toads, and nocturnal beetles.
Okay, everybody has their spot except for 5 because 5 is still. We got him up here looting. He's gonna come down here as soon as there's or not looting, but they're up there getting the aphids. All right, here we go.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
That guy had no chance.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. The battle has begun.
Let's just go bug hunting.
For the swamp amphibians, the nighttime feast is over. Toads give way to tiger beetles, and the fire ants are free to farm their aphids without disruption.
Okay, I think I'm ready. I think I might be ready to go after that frog. All right, let's at least get a little bit of upgrading going on this one. Get a few more ants over here.
Bridge construction has been halted by fishing spiders.
All right, you know what? Let's do this. Let's let everybody get over here. Because, I mean, we got that big old group down there. I almost just want to leave these guys here. Just to keep getting food. I kind of wish there was just one more. But then again, if there was one more, I'd be like, man, I wish there was one. I wish there was just one more. All right. Team 1, go. All right. Team 2, go. Team 3, go.
The fire ants have mounted their first attack upon the great American bullfrog Litabates catesbianus. The brave frontline soldiers are quickly crushed and eaten. They must surround and swarm the enormous creature to stand any chance of defeating it.
I love how he does that belly flop. And just jumps up and goes, blah.
Again and again, soldiers clamp onto the bullfrog's leathery skin and inject their Solenopsis venom, but the beast shows no signs of wavering. The fire ants must maintain their resolve.
All right, let's just bring in everybody.
Overwhelmed with burning venom, the bullfrog finally succumbs to the might of the fire ants. Utterly spent, it collapses on the hillside, leaving the victors free to consume its body. Unbeknownst to the ants, the presence of the bullfrog was keeping many other local amphibians at bay. The power vacuum it left behind is attracting a host of salamanders and frogs eager to take its place. The ants should go to ground quickly and prepare for the imminent chaos.
All right. Here we go. You ready for this craziness? Let's go and get... You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom before we start this. All right, I'm back. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now my kid's over there playing Minecraft, and he took it. He's building. He puts a block down, and then he builds it like a big giant version of it. Yeah. So, yeah, he's saying a pix. He takes one pixel and makes one pixel one block. All right. Anyways, enough of that Minecraft gibberish crap.
The ants must fight.
All right, here we go. All right, let's pull those guys back. Oh my God, this is crazy. Especially down here, man. All right, nobody collect food. Okay, I do believe they're all here. I don't think there's any more. Well, there's still more down here.
As the anarchy above ground settles and with the invaders crushed, a new order is established. This is now the domain of the fire ant.
What are you eating? A cheese sandwich. No meat? Okay. Okay. No, we don't want to play no more. And oh, got a decent score. 100, huh? Damn, that's crazy.
Eat hearty, grow strong. The work will continue soon.
Hello?
Shh, shh.
Oh, it's you. Is something wrong?
No.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I want to try that one on extreme. Yeah, well, yeah, they brought their buddies, their cousins, and their uncles and aunts. I think I even seen grandma up in there. Okay. But anyways, I think this is where I'm going to end it for the night. I'm getting hungry and I need to go make dinner, I think. Do I need to make dinner or are you happy with the cheese sandwich? Bread and cheese, that was it. The things kids eat. I get like the uncrustable peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and stuff, and I get the hazelnut ones, and they'll throw them in the microwave for like 30 seconds and heat them up. I'm like, ugh. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I will be back tomorrow morning with some farm sim, and then about 12 o'clock again tomorrow. I think about 12. Um, we will. Well, actually, I don't know if I'll be playing farm sim tomorrow. I got to get a hold of somebody and something about maybe a D&D game playing tomorrow morning. We'll find out. If I'm on, I'm on. If not, I will be on sometime. But until then, I will see you all later. And Mr. Void, I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me and watching me just get my ants getting their butt kicked. But I'll see you all later, and bye.